On this episode, we're changing a wheel speed sensor, 2018 Hyundai Tucson. So here's the symptom, or the indicator, or whatever you want to call it. You turn the car on. Traction control, ABS, over here hill climb, and four-wheel drive. The lights just come on and stay on. In this case, the lights came on for like a day or two, and then they went off. And I thought everything was fine. And then they came back on again, and they haven't gone off yet. Traction control, ABS is all part of the SRS system in the car. A regular reader on the OBD2 is not going to pick it up. So what you have to figure out is which wheel sensor is bad. You can try your local auto parts store, your local mechanic, or head over to Hyundai and have them scan the car, and they'll be able to tell you. In my case, I had a scanner. I scanned it. It's the left front wheel sensor. I ordered it from Rock Auto. So now we're going to remove and replace. So this is the wheel speed sensor, and it runs up, and it's just clipped on a couple places, and then all the way up, just barely underneath the fender liner, is where it plugs in to the wiring harness. And I don't think I'm gonna have to pull this fender liner to unplug it and plug it back in, but we'll see. You can follow it up, and then it goes up here, and then right up in here. So, let me see. So I'm going to have to pull this fender liner, but it's not that difficult. So, fender liner just has little plastic clips. Pop those out, and this whole thing will come off. Well, that's a screw. That's a screw. Then the pop clips. So right here is the plug for the wheel speed sensor. You're going to push up on this little tab right here and then pull it out. Piece of cake. And then unthread it from the rest of the connectors. This one unbolts. Okay. this bolt. And then it unplugs from here. And then there's a clippy here. This thing is on so many different ways. There we go. So it just pops in. It's just a pain in the ass. And then the last thing is the bolt. I think I can turn it and get it a better view. Hold on. That 10 millimeter. And then this should pick out just like that. So it has a little O-ring in there to keep the schmutz out. It's got a sensor on here, a magnetic pickup. And then down there inside the wheel are the splines on the drive shaft that trigger each pulse. So clean this off, put a little grease on it, and then we'll start from the bottom and work our way back up to the top. So this just pushes in. It has an O-ring on it. There's a little grease in there to help it slide in and seal. We just want to work it down. Pops in pretty easy. And then this 10 millimeter bolt will hold it in. And so now we just go back and pop in all of our clips. And then plug it back in. It only goes on one way, so you can't really mess it up. So it's on and connected. Now we just tighten it up. It's plastic. Don't break it. Since all of this is exposed, we can check the brake pads. You can see brake pad right there. This is the metal piece, that's the actual pad, and then this is the disc. So there's about a 1/4 inch of pad on both sides. Everything else looks pretty good. Sight-wise, no leaks, no drips, there's no grease sticking out. Doesn't look like anything's broken. So we'll put the fender liner back in. Probably have to start and drive the car to get the sensor to send a signal. And then it should reset all of those lights. So we're going to start with these plugs. Don't pull this all the way out. There's like a clicky spot. So about that far. And then what you're gonna have to do is these squish and go through both holes, and then you push that in to spread them out. And then the 4 screws. So there's dirt in here. This is a X-Acto knife. You can just go in there and pick it out. So 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, and these are 21s. Now a screwdriver and pliers or flat blade to pop these things out. Total time so far is 47 minutes. But that's me talking and you listening. Oh, and I'll edit it down, but I mean, this is film time. Without the camera, I could do it faster. So put the tire on, take it for a spin. Start your lug nuts first by hand. So we didn't have to take it for a spin. Turned it off, turned it on, everything reset. No more lights on the dash. The old wheel speed sensor was causing the fault, which tripped all the lights. We put the new one in, everything works. I got it from Rock Auto. It was 50 bucks plus taxes and shipping. It was about $70 total. You might be able to find these locally. This is the part we're using. It said original equipment. It's made in Korea. Problem solved. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.